Hi guys, it's Chris from daxtrader.co.uk, and I'm going to provide a quick video to explain a little bit about the indicators and the signals that I'm providing on the website for free. Now these signals are generated by indicators using the MetaTrader 4 platform, and they're my personal configuration or settings to generate those signals for me. Now I personally trade these signals, not all of them, but ones that show good opportunity. And in addition to these signals, I also purchase premium signals as well. I don't publish those simply because they cost me money, but these will be published up for free, and I'm not trying to sell you anything. If you do obviously want premium signals, I recommend them. Go and have a little Google search to find some yourself. You know, if you're not too sure who to use, I've got a recommended provider that's up in the menu at the top right. Anyway, moving on. In front of you, you can see 15 different charts, and I've got two separate MetaTrader platforms running concurrently, so I can have another 15 on the other one, 30 in total. And they kind of span across lots of different pairs. I've got the majors, so the sort of 6 major crosses, if you like, or 6 major pairs. Some of the more popular crosses, and then some of the more minor crosses as well. I've got the DAX, and I believe I've got gold as well. Haven't got oil on here. You know, maybe there's a pair on there that you'd personally want to see that isn't there, but I've done as many as I can fit into the 30 windows. Okay, so if we take a look at the charts in front of you, I've got a mini thumbnail for 15 charts, zoomed out on a 5-minute scale as much as I can do. And the indicators themselves are red and green arrows that will indicate opportunities where a certain criteria is met. And the criteria that I use for these the criteria I use for these indicators is based on RSI, 14-period RSI, and 2 separate moving averages that cross each other. And when they cross each other and the RSI criteria is at a certain level, it will generate a signal. Now the moving averages, not to give away the specific numbers that I'm using, but they're based on moving averages that would be on hourly data. So I like to use fairly slow moving averages, one sort of quicker one and one very slow one. And the signals can give me a signal every 5 minutes. So it's like hourly data, but updates every 5 minutes, which kind of gives me the best of both worlds. Gives me lots of opportunity to get lots of signals in an hour, but using the same data as an hour, just updating every 5 minutes. So in front of you, you'll be able to see a couple of charts that maybe show some opportunity. There's the pound Swiss, and there is the Euro NZD. Now this one in particular has actually got multiple sell signals here, so you could suggest that there's an opportunity to go short. However, we were looking at 160.82 down to the 158.60, so you're almost looking at 200 pips there. So maybe the move has already been missed. I think without a sort of major pullback really up to perhaps this sort of support level or this one, it's not really much of an opportunity for me here. The euro is showing massive underlying weakness, so you could suggest that this is a continued downtrend, but we have already moved quite a lot anyway, so you know, who knows how much further downside we've got there. Okay, nothing that I can see that's glaringly obvious. Let's take a little look at the other one. Okay, now on this one you'll be able to see that we've got gold up here. The rest of them are sort of I guess the major pairs, some of the minors here. Let me just get rid of that. And I've got the DAX down here. Now the DAX has shown multiple signals here, and this is quite interesting to see because a lot of indicators will generally repaint. If I'm honest, this one's kind of no different, but what I do here is I keep the systems running during the day, during the week in fact, without restarting, so the new signals will just continue over the old ones. They won't repaint such, they'll just add over each other, and that shows you when there's lots of conflicting signals, as there was here, as it was yesterday, and when the market started ranging and the moving average is kind of just crossing over itself and oscillating, you're going to get these mixed signals, and that personally tells me that there's an opportunity to trade a break up or a break down. So if it breaks out of that range, you can trade it, as it did do here. Could have made a little bit there, but I wasn't up that early. I missed that move this morning. So there's nothing clearly obvious standing out as an opportunity to trade here, I suppose, apart from maybe this, which is the dollar yen. And I think we all know what's happening with the dollar yen. Dollar is showing massive underlying strength. They've just released their final taper for QE, looking at increasing interest rates, which is incredibly bullish for the currency. And the Bank of J are on the opposite end of the monetary spectrum. They've just released massive QE. Their currency is currently diluting, and there's a bit of weakness over there. So it's a good opportunity to buy dollar and sell yen here. But again, we probably missed a lot of the move. We're starting to develop perhaps a bit of a bull flag here. So there is another opportunity to go long, but me personally, I'm looking at getting long from a lower level, maybe the 114.5, somewhere down there. If we can get there, I'm going long, and I'm looking for a good couple of 100-pip move. But do your own analysis on these signals whenever they come up. It's difficult for me to update you every 5 minutes because I don't have a sort of a live feed to these. I am contemplating getting this indicator available, and with the template that I use as well, but I'm not too sure how I'm going to be able to configure that for use. So if there's anything that you want to see yourself, then let me know. If there's anything on here that it would be useful to see in terms of additional indicators or additional pairs or anything like that, tell me and I'll see if I can add it. I hope it's fairly useful for you, and all that's left to say is good luck trading, and we'll speak soon.